Dayton Congressman Mike Turner joins us live this morning with what a deal would mean for our allies and other bills impacting the Miami Valley. Congressman, we appreciate you taking time for us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about that deal that would include aid to Israel and Ukraine. I know Republicans want immigration down at the southern border to be involved in this. Do you expect a deal to get done by the end of the year, and what would it possibly look like?
Well, it's really going to be up to the White House. As you know, when they first put forth the proposal of a national security supplemental package, they put Ukraine, Israel, and Southeast Asia funding and funding for border security, because we all know that the border's out of control as a result of the Biden administration's failure of policy. We've had 6 million people who've come across the border since President Biden has been in office. You know, this has to stop, and we have to address those that are here that should not be here, that are here illegally. When the president proposed funding, it really is insufficient. We need to change policy. We need to go back to the prior administration's policy that where people had to remain in Mexico and asylum was limited. They actually had adjudication of their claims before they were allowed to enter the country. The fact that the Biden administration got rid of those policies resulted in this influx of the 6 million illegal aliens that we have today that have just come in recently.
So let's talk about the Ukraine aspect of this. As the chair of the House Intelligence Committee, you have traveled to Ukraine, met with the president of Ukraine. How important is U.S. aid in their efforts to defeat Russia, and how important is it for Congress to continue to give them money to help?
Well, it's absolutely essential. Vladimir Putin, president of Russia, has made it very clear that his designs are not just on Ukraine itself, it's on all of Eastern Europe, it's on areas that are already in NATO, Poland, Romania, Bulgaria, the Baltics, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia. So Putin is looking for a larger conflict in Europe. The fact that the Ukrainians have been able to stand on their own without any other military intervention by another country, it really is a testament to their resolve and really the weakness of Russia. What we're doing is we're providing them the weapon systems so that they can make certain that they can hold Russia at bay and hopefully push them out of their country.
A big action from Congress over the last couple of months is passing the defense spending bill, which was nearly $900 billion. So how will that impact Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and what changes could we see coming to the base?
Right, so as you know, I've worked diligently on the increase in jobs at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. When I was first elected, there were 19,000 people inside the fence. Today, there are 35,000 people in the fence. We've been very effective at getting new jobs and new missions. Now we need to make certain that we have the facilities, the quality that can hold these missions. We're just completing a $200 million expansion at NASIC, followed on by 2 child care facilities, $50 million of construction there. This is the Life Cycle Management Center. It's the acquisition arm of the Air Force that's at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. We secured $20 million in this bill that's for the design and engineering of the building, and the building's ultimate construction will be around $200 million, continuing our expansion and growth at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base for the future.
Yeah, certainly big news for the region. Let's talk about one final piece of legislation you've been working on. It's essentially preventing banks from forcing you to go fully digital with your statements. Now, I think a lot of people, when they see this, it doesn't bother them too much, but there are some folks that still need those paper statements. So why is this legislation so important to you?
Well, I think the thing is that banks shouldn't compel people to go to a complete paperless system. What banks are doing now is they're actually telling people that they're going to have to close their accounts or not have access to their accounts unless they go to full digital. There certainly are a number of people who rely on paper, and I think banks should offer that as an option. If they go totally digital, people really don't have that sense of having a contact with their banking institution, especially since many branches across the country are closing.
We know things are very busy in our nation's capital, so we appreciate you stopping by, Congressman.
Thank you for having me.